Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. I've been playing with epoxy resin today. I've got a fair few projects on the go. So rather quickly, we have this tiny little piece left to use up, and it is a tiny little piece. I don't really have a mould that I want to try and experiment anything with that in, and I think it's going to be too thick to actually do anything with anyway. So I had a look around the kitchen real quick because I'm running out of time. What can I put in there really quick to have an experiment with? Rice. So I'm going to put some rice in there, give it a stir, and then I'm going to pour it on the mat, which is on my heat mat at the moment. So just a little bit of rice. And we're going to see what happens. Now, I'm not wholly worried about bubbles rocking up in this. So I am going to use a cocktail stick for stirring. Only because we're running out of time pretty quick. Like really quick. But at least because it's so thick it isn't going to spread very far on the mat and invade my other projects. So yeah, this one's going to be a real short video. But oh, that's starting to... I might not even be able to get it out of there. We'll find out. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's curing just yet. But that is like well thick. So I'm going to run over to the mat now before it sets in there. And we'll see what we get. Well, my random little bit of pink resin that I bang a load of rice in is cured. And I decided, because it was looking like a lollipop, to stick a lollipop stick in it. So I've got a big resin rice lollipop here. But the rice has had an interesting effect. I mean, it just looks like white sprinkles. But it looks really cool. So I'm going to do something with that in the future, because that whole bag of rice that I've got is out of date. So I cannot eat it. And I'm trying to cut back on the carbs, which is a nightmare because I love pies, pastries, pizzas, pasta, and rice. So, and not one for waste. I've got to find something to do with it all. What do you think? I think it's also kind of like a maggot lollipop. Especially these ones that are just like climbing over the top. And if I'd have thought about turning it into a lollipop before it started to cure more than it already had, I'd have like tried to wedge it in there a bit better. But that's okay. So just a short sweet one. Can you put rice in resin? Yes you can, uncooked of course. Does it have a cool effect? Yes it does. And now I've got myself a lollipop that will not melt. On a side note, I did have a load of lollipops that I was keeping that my family kept giving me, which were like those big pretty rock ones. And I thought, oh, they'll last pretty much forever because they're sugar. Not in the heat. They were fine for a couple of years, but I think come the third and fourth years, they all just started to fall off the stick and break down. Though that would be cool to see if I could do something like that with resin. We'll have to see. That might be a UV resin project. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope this has given you some ideas. Got some resin left over, not enough to use in a mould. Have a quick rummage through your kitchen and see what dry goods you've got that you can mix in there and turn into something. Perhaps we could make a series of random lollies, since I'm no longer using these wooden sticks for stirring. Ideas. Like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. I like playing with this, it feels so good. Thank you all again so much. Take care and see you in the next one.